What's going on, guys? Just Seer here. You already know the drill. Welcome to the video, welcome to the channel, and all that other flying stuff. So, as you can tell, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at I'm going to go ahead and react to this video. It's called the first look at the new 2021 Acura TLX. So, as you guys know, I'm not a big Acura fan, but I mean the TLX, the MDX, and of course the one and only, the NSX always impresses me, and it hasn't really disappointed me. And based on the thumbnail of the video, I was really curious to know how the car is going to look, and hopefully this video is going to give me a better insight, and you guys as well. But I'm pretty excited to take a look at it, and let's see how it goes. But before we jump into the video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on, because I release videos like these pretty much. I'm not going to tell you when, because, you know, you got to subscribe and stay tuned to my channel in order to know when I release them. You know what I'm saying? It just happens all of a sudden. You just need to tune in, okay? And without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. Alrighty.
Hey everyone, I'm Miguel Cortina with Motor Trend, and today is a very special day here at the Honda Proving Center in Southern California, as we get to take a deeper look at the all-new 2021 Acura
That's a
TLX.
good visual.
Joining me is John Acura, who's Acura's brand officer and vice president. John, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, we're looking forward to introducing this car to everybody, get to know the car a little bit better today.
What a moment for the brand. First with the NSX a few years ago, launching it as the halo car for the brand. Then you went on to racing, you're winning races, and now we have a TLX, all new TLX, that has a bunch of key ingredients to really compete in the sports sedan segment.
Oh, they changed the back
2015, we came out with the NSX, and we were reorienting ourselves back to our heritage, which is precision crafted performance, and this is the next piece. The next piece is a sports sedan. I love sedans, and we're really happy about the introduction of this car.
And the Type S, of course, is coming, right?
Good.
I mean, not only are you getting a sports sedan in and of itself right here, but also sort of like this pinnacle more of performance.
Yes, Type S is back. We told everybody that we're serious about our performance brand, and sports derivative is one of the big pieces that we want to bring, and the Type S is coming. It's a turbo V6. We talked about that, and it's coming soon, and it will be in this vehicle also. And so we're really...
Hold on, before we move forward, y'all, I just want to say something. Japanese cars, man, I swear to God, like, I mean, let's not just say Japanese, Asian cars in general, man, they're always related to each other in some way. Like the freaking Acura, it's related to the Honda Civic. It's like the luxury / sports version of the Honda Civic. And then on the other hand, we got Toyota, which is related. Actually, no, not Toyota. Lexus, which is related to Toyota. It's the luxury and sports version of Toyota. And then what else? Infiniti, the luxury and sports version of Nissan. It's all over the place. And then on top of that, we got the Genesis, we got the Hyundai, we got the Kia. They're all related to each other in some ways. Man, this is crazy, man. But don't get me wrong. Their cars are pretty cool, man. I may not stick to them for a long period of time, but I definitely like the way they manufacture their exotic cars, such as this one right here, the Acura NSX, the Lexus LC500, and from Toyota. I mean, the list keeps going on, so we're going to have to sit down for that sometime. But anyways, let's get back to it.
Really, really excited about that part.
Well, let's talk more about the TLX, but I also hear that there is an open winding road for us. So let's make use of that. But because of the pandemic and, you know, physical distancing measures and all of that, you're going to jump in the TLX, I'm going to jump in the RDX, and we're going to go for a spin.
This is a performance vehicle. We got to get it on the winding track. Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, now it's going to get cooler, I bet.
Well, John, you know, I just love that the new TLX keeps a lot of lines from the precision concept and the Type S concept.
Absolutely. I mean, I could tell you, Mark Ernst, the lead engineer for this beautiful car, really took a hard look at that car and said, what do we need to do from a package, platform, layout perspective, so that the design team can execute something that is very close to that design. And I think
But let me tell you guys one thing. Um, so there was only one thing in the Acura that I didn't really like. First of all, the fact that the tech was pretty dang old. I hope they updated it in this video, or no, in this new Acura. And I didn't really like the way the gears looked. Like they were just like buttons in which you have P, R, N, and D. I'm really hoping they updated the gear and just make it look a little more cleaner than how disgusting plastic it was. But let's see.
I think they've done a really good job of that.
I'm just so happy that from the front, from the profile, from the rear, you can still see that DNA in the TLX. I had a chance to look at the TLX in person in a studio first, and this is the first time I'm looking at it on the road, moving, and even though the rear is what I'm looking at right now, I think that's the best angle. I don't know, you as a designer, what do you think?
I just love the proportions in general, the stance of the vehicle, the cabin being pulled back. It's kind of like a slingshot kind of a feel to it, and it really looks like it's ready to go, even if it's standing still. So, yeah, low and wide is the look we wanted. So obviously even the headlights are pulled out to the corner, the tires are pulled out to the corner, but the grille proportion, we want it to be more wide than obviously vertical, to help enhance all of that.
Oh, so no. Hold up. Where's my freaking mouse? Oh my gosh.
Moving on to the interior.
Alright, never mind.
It's like a night and day difference compared to the outgoing TLX, no? When I had a chance to sit inside, I thought that...
Wow, that interior looks sharp. I see they put some more piano black like right over there. That looks pretty decent. The gear lever, unfortunately, they didn't change it much, but I mean, it looks a little better, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because of that Acura logo right there. It just makes the gear lever look a little more interesting. And on top of that, first impressions on the interior looks pretty good, and let's keep going.
The sitting position was actually lower. I don't know, driving it, how do you feel on the sitting position?
The driving positions, all of these things from a package and layout point of view, they really think hard, the engineers do, because we want to make sure that, yes, it has to be sporty, but at the same time, you should feel comfortable. The key thing with, that you notice in the interior once you're in and you sit in this beautiful seat that, we carried over from the RDX, is just such a great seat, is the width between the distance between your passenger and the driver.
They got those bolsters as well that keep you in place when you turn.
The center console being higher. It really has a first-class feel, if you will. I think those little things add up, and people will feel some of the premiumness of it, not just the sportiness of it, but premium feel about the interior just by the layout itself.
I mean, at the end, that's where you're going to be spending most of the time anyways, right? So it's just as important, if not more important, than the exterior.
Absolutely.
I feel like the RDX pretty much looks the same as the previous one, but they redesigned the TLX a little better looking.
There are everything, a better suspension system. It's lighter, right? It's more rigid too. So there are a lot of things that come into play to make it a better.
I'm obsessed with that color.
Absolutely. And I guess the biggest thing for me from a platform perspective is the return of the double wishbone suspension. It says so much about what we want to do with this brand. The double wishbone is back. Obviously, the contact patch and consistency through the corners are going to be a lot better now. And from a designer perspective, it allows us to have that lower fender. It's a trademark heritage point with a lot of our early Honda Acura cars. We did the double wishbone. It allowed us to do a lot of things that were lower in the front end. The guys have done an incredible job with that.
So we're coming here on the straightaway. Why don't you push it a little bit and tell me about the performance?
All right, so the turbo, the four-cylinder turbo, a lot more torque with this. The way they've toned it isn't where, you have a little lag and then a big push. It's very linear, even though it's a turbo. And I think once you push it, though, it definitely will go.
It's actually, you and I, if the RDX and the TLX have something in common, is that engine, right? But here, obviously, in the RDX, it's a bigger car, more weight. The TLX, you're getting even more performance out of it, right? Because it's a smaller car, lighter weight. At Motor Trend, we tested the RDX and got from 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds. So what do you expect the TLX to be hitting the 0 to 60?
0 to 60 are numbers, but based on exactly what you say, obviously faster. Even though it's the same engine, it's tuned to be a sedan, and so you're going to definitely feel the difference there.
Yeah. Now, we can't talk about performance and leave the Type S out. I think that's what I'm most excited about.
Yeah, Type S is Type S, you know, and so once the company decided to go back to precision crafted performance, you know, we started with the Halo car with the NSX. We went racing. We're winning trophies. Sports derivatives is a very critical component for the future of our brand as a performance brand. And the commitment to make a brand new engine, a V6 turbo engine, to complement vehicles like this and to take, you know, performance to the next level as a derivative is huge. And everybody's excited about it, because how we look at the way we develop these vehicles now is we look at the Type S, what do we need to do for a Type S, and then we work backwards from there, because we build everything to that spec, knowing that we're going to do that. So, yeah.
The fact that there's a Type S and everything, it kind of reminds me of that Camaro combination, which, you know, you got a regular Camaro ZL1, but then at the same time you got that Camaro SS, and I gotta say, if there's only one American car that's just not really my style or I'm not really into, it's probably a Camaro. However, I do love Corvettes. Don't argue with me on that.
It's changed the way we look at cars and design cars altogether. And so it's not just a badge with a bigger engine coming. It sets it up for everything that we're doing, top to bottom.
And it's also not only for the TLX, right? I believe the Type S sub-brand is going to be expanding across other Acura models.
Absolutely. Well, we've already talked about, you know, bringing 2 Type S's in the near future. You know, we're transforming the brand right now, and we really feel good about it.
So, John, you were saying we can speculate about what's coming, as you were saying about the Type S. We know there's a new MDX coming. Do you think, the possibility of having an MDX Type S?
Absolutely. Why not? I can't say enough. We're a performance brand, and we need to have performance derivatives of the cars that we build, because that's where it starts from.
Yeah.
And get ready, because MDX is going to be incredible.
And how about a performance compact sedan?
Oh, you heard about the performance compact sedan? Oh, you're talking. Obviously, you've been doing your homework online, but you know, I'm going to tell you something. We told you, you know, back in 2015, this is what we're going to do. You see our lineup that's coming online, and what else would you expect? You know, what else would you expect us to do? The time's come. I mean, a lot of things that we've been putting in the oven, it's baked, and it's time to come out. And so, get ready, Acura. You know, precision crafted performance for real, and we're here.
Nice. Well, that's great to hear. Now, I also know that you like wagons, that you're a big wagon fan, and
meaning a G-Wagon.
So, do you think with, you know, the TSX wagon having left a few years ago, could we have a TLX wagon?
It's, you know, wagons are cool, and people that get it. But who knows, you know? I mean, we got to get the sedan out there, and we'll look at what we need to look at. But if...
I'm curious, just like how Mercedes has a G-Wagon, what if Acura comes out with like a T-Wagon or an M-Wagon or something, whatever the case may be? I desperately want to see what it looks like.
Things are working out. I'd like to think that there might be something in the future. You know, that's just me. All the wagon guys out there, I feel you. I hear you. I've seen the iterations of the side view of this car already, you know, have a wagon version of it online. And props and kudos to the guys that did that.
And how does it look?
It looks amazing. You know, I mean, I always have the designer guy, you know, do a wagon version of what we're doing. You know, I mean, please do a wagon. You know, let's take a look at it at least. But it's always a discussion. It's always a discussion point.
when can people expect the TLX to be on dealers? The Type S, when is it coming? That's, I think, the questions that everybody wants to know. How much it's going to cost, all of that.
Okay, so pricing, for this car, not the Type S, somewhere from the mid-30s is where we're at. We're out there competing with, the 3 Series, the A4s, the C-Class. So that's
exactly
what this car's geared to compete with. Once again, though, having said that, once you see how wide this car is and how low slung and everything else, yeah, we're going to really go at it. But, starting in the mid-30s is what we're looking for with this vehicle.
So like 35
the
grand?
Type S is obviously going to be a little bit more because you're going to get a lot more hardware. We're not ready to discuss all that yet or the launch of it, but believe me, it's right around the corner. This vehicle, end of summer, beginning of fall, look forward to seeing this car, and so stay tuned. I'm hustling the car through here a little bit quicker because we got it in the sport mode, and I'm starting to have a little bit more difficult time talking to you, Miguel.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to have to stay concentrated.
That's what I call a flex.
I find myself on doing off-road driving in the new car here.
Oh, hell no, don't try that with the TLX.
Again, man. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us, Miguel. It's been a lot of fun driving around the course today. It's the new era for Acura. It started with the NSX and the RDX. The TLX is the next big piece. Type S's are coming. Yeah, we look forward to letting you get behind the wheel soon.
All right, well, that was a deeper look at the all-new 2021 Acura TLX. I want to thank Acura and John for being here with us. And for more information, head on to motortrend.com.
At this point, it's pretty safe to say that Acura has finally got my attention, and I'm definitely looking forward to knowing more about it. I never paid attention to Acuras in the past, but well, now, based on the way this TLX is, the way it looks, the way they've redesigned everything, the way they've given it a bit of a more boost with that little 4-cylinder, what did I just say? V6. I definitely look forward to how it's going to be like. But competing against like the Audi, the Mercedes, and the Beamers that are going to be coming out pretty soon, it's going to be a pretty hard choice if I were to be offered all those cars, like a 2021 BMW 3 Series, a 2021 C-Class, an A4, and this Acura. It's going to be a pretty tough choice. But as of right now, let's see how it goes. I'm definitely going to pay attention to BMW, Benz, and freaking Audi to see if they're going to be releasing any. And if they are, I'm definitely going to do a video on that. But Acura is my first stop because I have to show them some love, man. At this point, they have caught my attention. But anyways, with that being said, I also want to throw in one more thing. If you guys notice like a completely different quality with the camera and everything, so I'm actually using my computer's built-in camera. I'm using like the FaceTime camera on my Mac. I hope the quality is good. It looks good from like the software, but I mean it can always change by the time I do the editing and everything. But I usually record with like my vlogging camera, and like today apparently the battery died, so I decided screw that, let me just give this one a shot. Hopefully the quality is good and the video was once again not lagging. Hopefully the settings are good and it works best for you. And most importantly, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Keep looking forward for more. We're getting back on the grind and we're going to come back stronger than we've ever come back before. And like I said before, if you guys are new here, please be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It really means a lot to me, and it just shows that you guys are enjoying this and I should continue doing this, okay? So with that being said, I will talk to all of y'all in the next video. Be positive, and I'll see you guys in the next video.